Okay, let's save before we climb the ladder.
You want to save? Hold on a sec. Hey, Snake, have you ever seen My Mother Was a Teenage Spider Queen from Mars?
I can't say that I have.
Neither have I.
What? Are you pulling my leg, paramedic? Let's change out of this camo as well.
Not bad.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
Okay, for real this time. I still haven't replicated that one time where it was just perfect. The way the scream cut off Snake's dialogue. You get different versions of it as well. You don't always get the same sleeping dialogue from Snake when you eat it. Okay, for real this time. Hey! There we go. I was kind of tempted to eat another spatza at the very top of the ladder, but I decided against it. It would have been too much. Or would it? Let me change into the animals camo here. The animals camo is extremely powerful up here in the mountains. Put on splitter as well. We need to eat after that long climb.
That's damn good.
Use the SVD. Cannibal time. Yeah. Really fun area. Love the mountains. Especially the last area with the trenches. Here, I think we'll just sit back with the SVD.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We're under fire. Enemy position under. Commencing.
What's going on? Respond. There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
Oh, wow. He doesn't even notice. Okay, I'm gonna... Ah, fuck. I want to try and shoot his exclamation mark here, but it's so hard. Are we going to get another exclamation mark? No. Has to be their blue exclamation mark as well. If you shoot an enemy's exclamation mark, they get put into a unique stun state. Ooh, this guy's on a mission. It works in MGS2 as well. It's a hidden mechanic, and it's rare that you would come across it naturally. That is how I first discovered it. It just, when it happened by mistake, shooting an exclamation mark by mistake. But hold on. Oh, I only have one magazine? Oh, Jesus.
Huh?
Ah, fuck. Oh.
Who's that?
What?
Radio.
Huh. So it was because of the throw that he saw me. With 90% camo, he can't see me from that range, but combined with the throw, that just gave it away. I didn't know that. Yeah, even if I had just like 4 or 5 magazines, then it wouldn't be so bad. Oh, now they're calling the alarm. Oh my God.
See him.
Snake, are you okay? Snake! Snake!
I actually meant to just roll off the cliff. That was what I was going for there. All right, let's just sprint through. I really wanted to show the dancing stun animation when you shoot their exclamation mark, but it's such a pain to do. If I had a load of magazines, I'd do it, but no. Fuck you. Get out of my way.
What's wrong?
Although, no. I don't want to sprint through. Not yet. Let's kill this guy. Yeah, now that we've killed this guy, the vultures come down. Oh, come on, man. Did you get scared of me? Boxes only work in the second mountain area? What? I was just using the box there to quickly move up hills. That's what the box is useful for here. It's just movement. So yeah, if you kill the soldiers here, the vultures come down for the scraps. Oh yeah, that's another thing. When you trank the vultures, you can't. The vultures are too big to store in the cages.
I could go for seconds.
Snake, the altitude in those mountains is pretty high. That means the oxygen concentration in the air is lower than normal. When there's less oxygen in the air, naturally you'll be breathing less oxygen as well, and the oxygen content of your blood will go down. In other words, you run the risk of becoming hypoxic. Hypoxia is a very serious condition. In the worst cases, it can lead to pulmonary and cerebral edema. I don't think you need to worry right now, but all the same, be careful.
So, what do I need to be careful about?
In high altitude areas, you will tire quicker than normal.
Ah, okay.
Snake, climbing uphill takes a lot of stamina as it is, but on top of that, the air up there is thinner than normal. You're burning through stamina a lot faster now than ever before. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. Be sure to eat something to restore your stamina before you run out. Snake, climbing uphill takes a lot of stamina as it is, but on top of that, the air up there is thinner than normal. You're burning through stamina a lot faster now than ever before. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. Be sure to eat something to restore your stamina before you run out. I see you've captured a white-rumped vulture. The white-rumped vulture is a type of vulture found in India. Its diet consists mostly of dead animal carcasses. I don't think it'll attack you, but it's a fairly large bird of prey, so you probably won't be able to capture it alive using the tranquilizer gun.
Got it.
But there is something here that's bothering me.
What is it?
They say the white-rumped vulture doesn't just eat animal carcasses. It eats human ones as well.
Is that so?
Yeah. So then if a person eats a white-rumped vulture, does that mean he's eating human meat too? What do you think?
Yeah, you had to tell me that after I ate one.
You were just staring at it there, Snake. You were watching the vulture eat the guy. It's a good one. You can even see the vultures in the Sorrows River as well. Alright, part 2. In this area, if we take out our Mark 22, pop, you get an instant headshot. I can't even see that guy. I don't know who that was, but I got a headshot on him. For some reason, you get an auto-aim headshot there. I only have 1 round left. Jesus. Take him out. What? Box? Ooh. You. This is the guy that I got the headshot on. Give me something, man. Oh, you bitch. See you later. No, we still have to fight the Fury. The Fury is the next main boss. Hey, man, what's up?
What's this box do?
Just a box. That's another crazy thing about the box in this game. An enemy can see you move in a box, and it won't cause an alert. And they won't be alerted by it as long as you get out of their sight, like the second after they see you. Like that guy. He saw me move in the box, but then I immediately ran past a stone. You know, I immediately took cover after he saw me move in the box. And if you take cover immediately after they see you move in the box, you can get away with it. And they'll just go over to inspect. It's pretty crazy. Does your stamina run out slower in the box? Ooh, I don't think so.
You want to save?
Paramedic, what was that movie you were talking about earlier?
Which one?
My mother, the teenage whatever.
Oh, that. Sorry. The Major was talking to me at the time and I wasn't really paying attention. Don't worry. I'll get it right next time.
You made it to the mountains. Those mountains are known as Krasnogorye. The name means the Red Mountain Ridge in Russian. The entire range has been fortified to act as a defense for the great fortress of Groznygrad. The area near the top has been dug with bunkers and trenches, and there are anti-aircraft gun emplacements everywhere. It's literally an impenetrable wall. Proceed with caution. Oh, there's a provision storehouse in the hillside area, and there's an armory at the summit. I'll meet you in the ruins at the top of the mountains. The summit is still a ways up. Keep climbing.
Eva, how are things on your end? Are you going to be able to make it?
I'm fine. I managed to slip out okay, though I did run into a few snags.
Is there a problem?
I took a little detour on my way here.
Detour?
Yeah, I thought since you went to all this trouble to meet me, I should give you a present.
A present? What is it?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
It's a secret. You'll find out when you get here.
So, for this area, like I was explaining earlier with the Hind, if you destroy the Hind back before the Ocelot fight, you have to deal with these guys. Normally, you have the Hind flying around this area, but of course we destroyed it, so that's not going to happen. So instead, they have these flying platforms set up here, which are way harder to deal with. When the Hind is flying around, you know, you can easily just run through this area. But, yeah, you might think you're helping yourself out by destroying the Hind, but not at all. You're making this area way harder than it is normally. I want to interrogate this guy. Fuck, where did that other guy go? Fucking yo!
Speak. I'm not talking. Speak.
Fire support request 146.46.
Thank you. That's what I wanted. Ooh, nice. Oh, actually, I wanted to show something else with him. He is just going to be dead if I go back, isn't he? No respawn, no. If an enemy is asleep on the ground there, and a guy on a flying platform notices him, they have a very unique way of waking up their friend. Because they're on a flying platform, they can't just walk over to him and kick him to wake him up like they normally do. So instead, the guy on the flying platform shoots a few rounds beside his head to wake him up. It's really cool. The first time I ever saw it, I was crawling right beside the guy that was asleep, and it scared the shit out of me. I thought he was shooting down at me. But because it wasn't in an alert phase, you know, it really stood out. It really makes you jump. And yeah, this is one thing that I think a lot of people still don't know about, the fire support thing. Certain guards that you interrogate will give you these fire support codes. And I'll try and show it here in this area. It's kind of hard to make good use of it in this area. The fire support lands down here for the most part, and there aren't really any guards down here. So it doesn't really work so well in this area, but I guess we could show it anyway. Maybe if we wait for this guy to come down as far as he can, it'll take him out. I'm probably going to blow myself up here doing this. Let's see. 146.46.
This is Patrol, requesting fire support. Over.
Understood, Patrol. Commencing fire support. As per standard operating procedure, this frequency will no longer be used. Out.
Ah!
This is HQ.
We're under fire.
I don't think we killed a single person. But there you go.
Keep your eyes open.
It's probably more useful in the previous area. You know what? Hold on, let's restart. I think I can use it in the previous area.
This is Patrol, requesting fire support. Over.
Oh, nice! We got him!
This is HQ.
Patrol here. The enemy is attacking from the
Patrol here.
Begin the alert status.
Okay, well that was something.
Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Who's that?
Oh! Nothing. The fucking smoke. Can't even see the smoke in this version. How am I supposed to know where it is? Oh my god. Sit down!
That noise.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I could sprint up to him there. The sprint still overwrote the sound. Okay.
Who's that?
Right, we're going to go full chaos mode then. Oh shit! No. Oh my god. Evaporated. Out of juice.
Snake, you see that anti-aircraft gun? That's a ZU-23, a light towable anti-aircraft gun that the Soviets started producing in 1957. It was designed for deployment in airborne units and motorized rifle divisions without their own self-propelled anti-air guns. It's got two 23mm air-cooled automatic cannons with a firing rate of 800 rounds per minute. They usually take a 6-man crew to operate, but you ought to be able to handle one by yourself. In addition to shooting at low-flying aircraft, you can also use them as machine guns to target light armored land vehicles. I imagine they'd be more than a match for that new attack chopper of theirs, too. You can take over an anti-aircraft gun the same way you take over a gun emplacement. Stand next to it and press the action button. Use the weapon button to fire. Press the aim button to focus in on a target. Just remember that they've got limited ammo. Also, don't forget, you can't move around while you're using an emplacement. If the enemy's getting too close for comfort, press the action button to ditch it. Pronto.
Oh no, I missed the rules of nature. Hey man, I'm glad you enjoy the streams. Cheers.
The Hind is armed with a 12.7mm machine gun on the nose and rocket pods and anti-tank missiles on the stub wing hardpoints. Normally, you'd be crazy to try and fight it on foot. If it starts attacking with the machine gun or the rockets, take cover behind something as fast as you can. As for the missiles, you should be able to knock out their guidance system by using a chaff grenade to block the radio signal. Snake, you see that anti-aircraft gun? You can take over an anti-aircraft gun the same way you take over a gun emplacement. Stand next to it and press the action button. Use the weapon button.
Yeah, same shit. I guess I still need to wait for it to cool down, or is it fucked? I still haven't had anything to eat since the start of the stream. I'm trying to order some food in the background here. Damn it, I died. I guess it just runs out of ammo eventually. I don't think I've ever experienced that before. Usually I end up destroying all the choppers before it runs out.
This is HQ.
Oh my god, the sky was torn there. I think that was the last chopper. It's very hard to see. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do this as well.
Right there? I see him.
Oh my god, no, no, no. Okay, I think I've almost had my fill of carnage here. But now that I've reloaded the area, there's more choppers. Oh god. Okay, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. That's enough. We had to be close to the end there where there was just no more left. Jesus, how many people did I murder?
Intruder. He should be around here somewhere.
Where is that alert coming from? Wait, hold on. Is this a caution that we're getting because of the fire support?
Intruder. He should be around here somewhere.
Huh. Or, no, they're just seeing the bodies.
This is HQ.
Badaloo.
Acknowledged. Keep your eyes open.
Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum.
Who's that?
Oh, give me a break. Hey, what's up, Appy? Haven't seen you in a while.
HQ.
This is HQ. Acknowledged. Eliminate all enemies.
You haven't been in the chat all day, have you, Appy? What an absolute mess. Let's wait for this evasion to die down, then we'll go talk to Eva.
was quick.
You look like you could use some rest.
I'll be fine. It's just that playing these 2 roles hasn't left me much time to sleep.
Where'd you get those cuts?
The Colonel,
He found out?
if he knew, I'd be dead already. No, this is his hobby. He's a sadist. He gets pleasure out of making people suffer. He's scum. Does it look that strange to you?
No. I'm the same way. Scars all over.
Can I see?
No. Where'd you get this one?
I got it after defecting to the Soviet Union.
I don't think so. It's older than that. Code breaking is a desk job. Where'd you get this kind of scar?
You really want to know?
Hmm.
Well, too bad. A girl's gotta have some secrets, you know. But enough about that. You've got to get going. The Phase 2 trial of the Shagohod is about to start, and it looks like someone might be coming to spoil the party.
Khrushchev?
His forces are on their way here. The Colonel is gathering his troops together to meet them. If we don't get a move on, the security will be even tighter than it is now. You'll need this key. It unlocks the door to the underground tunnel. Once you're in there, you can follow the tunnel to get inside Groznygrad. And take this too.
What is it?
The food of the future. A well-balanced meal for the space age. It's good to eat some real food once in a while. I'll bet if I kissed you, you'd taste like a wild beast.
Do you know where exactly in Groznygrad Sokolov is located?
He's in the heart of the fortress, the weapons lab. The weapons lab is divided into 3 wings. There's the East Wing, which houses the research facilities. Then there's the main wing where the weapons are assembled. That's where the Shagohod is. Finally, there's the West Wing, which is connected via a passageway to the main building. That's where Sokolov is. To get in, you'll have to enter the main wing from the East Wing. Then, go through the passageway on the 2nd floor of the main wing.
The West Wing of the weapons lab. Got it.
There's just one problem.
Not again.
The West Wing is protected by the highest level of security. You need to be Colonel class to get in.
Colonel class?
Here, look at this picture. Major Ivan Rydenovich Rykov. Pretend you're him.
How do I do that?
Steal his clothes. You look similar from behind. They won't know the difference. Your face might be a problem, so you just have to figure something out. He should be somewhere in the East Wing.
All right. But how am I supposed to escape once I get Sokolov out of there? Command said you're supposed to have something ready for me.
And I do. There's a lake 30 miles north of here. I hid a wig there.
A wig?
It's a state-of-the-art ground effect vehicle.
A ground effect vehicle? I can't fly one of those.
That's okay. I happen to be an excellent pilot.
Taking off from a lake is trickier than it looks. It's not like riding a motorcycle. You've got to be more delicate.
Of course I will. You've seen how good I am with the bike, right?
Right. You handle the escape then. I'll head for Groznygrad.
Wait a minute. There's something I wanted to ask you.
What?
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
And your lover?
It went deeper than that.
Deeper?
Half of me belongs to the boss.
Do you love her?
No, nothing like that.
Do you hate her?
Does it have to be one or the other? Love or hate?
Between a man and a woman? You bet.
For 10 years, we lived and died together. You couldn't possibly understand.
And you think you can kill her now? That's your mission, isn't it? Assassinating the boss? Snake? Is there anyone you like? Someone special?
I've never been interested in other people's lives.
You were interested in the boss.
She was different.
Really? How do you feel about me?
I should be asking you the same question.
Me? I can fall in love if it's part of the mission. Even with you. Snake? What's wrong? See you around, Snake. Take care of yourself.
What about you?
I've got to hurry back and play my other part.
Are you going to be okay?
Not sure. They're not stupid, and they know there's a spy. There's no way you could have gotten this far all by yourself.
Colonel. Did he talk?
No, he died before I could get it out of him.
Wasn't the spy then?
Look at this.
A transmitter?
Exactly. Planted to keep someone informed of his location.
But does this mean Granin was the spy?
Perhaps he was being used by someone else.
Perhaps. This man was our comrade.
Comrade or not, he's of no use to us now.
I don't approve of your methods.
I don't need your approval. I'm in command here.
And that nuclear shell?
Still feeling sore about that, are you? What are you gonna do? Report it to the authorities? This is war, Major. A Cold War, fought with information and espionage. We must root out spies wherever they hide. It is kill or be killed. Potential threats must be weeded out. Your feelings are a menace to the unity of our organization. Someone is guiding the enemy's hand. A single man can only accomplish so much. Make no mistake, there is a spy among us.
But casting suspicion on our own
The
comrades.
C3 explosives have been stolen.
You think it was the American?
No, he could not have reached this fortress yet.
Then who?
I'd be careful about suspecting your own men.
Boss,
Where have you been?
The fear and the end have fallen.
damn it! CIA dog? That leaves only the Fury. How can the legendary Cobras be beaten so easily?
He's good.
Fallen for him?
Don't worry. I'll take care of him.
What is he after? Must be more than just Sokolov.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The Philosopher's legacy.
Impossible. The legacy,
Then they're out to kill me as well. Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna get the Davy Crockett.
Perfume. Nice boots. Make sure you polish them up properly.
Wait, did he see that? Did he see me do that? Ah, well, whatever. All right, that's actually a hidden R1 there. You have to hold R1 to look through Snake's binoculars, but the game doesn't give you a prompt for it. It's hidden. There are a few of those in the game. And that's the first one. And it's pretty crazy, the view we have here. Look how far away Groznygrad is, but from this distance, they still have some enemies loaded in. Are they doing some kind of trickery here? I feel like games from this era generally didn't have this kind of draw distance and shit. The stuff still looks pretty detailed there as well. Like, look at the door. Look at all this. When do you ever look at shit from this kind of distance? Guards walking around. Oh shit, I have a food delivery. 1 second, guys. I also stepped on some cables and cut the connection to my console, but I think it should be okay. Hold on. Okay, nice. We're good. Hold on a second. Okay, let's resume. There's a very unique interaction with a chopper here if you get into alert phase. Let me eat a couple of these. Hungry in the game and in real life. I got another chicken burger, by the way. For those of you interested.
Acknowledged. Eliminate all enemies.
I remember I struggled to trigger this last time. I can't remember if you need to take out the first chopper or... Whoa, shit. Now he's retreating. Oh no, he's not retreating, he's fucked. Another one should come. Probably gonna die, though. Whoa! Yeah, I'm not sure if the other one even had these missiles. I think you have to wait until you get the chopper that has these missiles. Fuck. He was just about to do it as well. Maybe we can still see it on the screen. Hold on.
Snake! What the hell happened? Snake! Snake!
He flies off into the distance and then he does this raid. Yeah, I think he's still gonna do it even though I'm dead. Here we go. Here we go. A shame I can't move the camera here. And then he drops the bombs. Ah, fuck. Okay, guys, can you just bear with me? I just want to take a few bites out of this burger. and I'm going to play some healing radio tracks while you wait. I probably won't eat my whole meal right now, but I'm very hungry. I haven't had anything to eat since the start of the stream. I should have timed it with like the Granin scene or something, but yeah. At least we'll get to hear some of the healing radio tracks. There are secret radio frequencies in this game that will heal you, and let's go through them, or let's go through one or two of them. Way, that was great. What's next? Okay, one more. One more and then I'll be good. Thanks for waiting, guys. But I really need this food. Bravo! Bravo! Alright, we're good. Yeah, I said that I wasn't going to eat the whole thing and I was probably just going to play 1 or 2 tracks, but I didn't realize how hungry I actually was. Thanks for waiting, everyone. Hold on. Chunk raspberry. Let's see. Let's do some calls. After that last scene, we unlock a few calls with Sigint. With Eva as well, I think. She'll talk about the horse, the type of horse that the boss has. Or... Wait, no, we don't get any response from Eva yet. It's paramedic, I'm thinking of.
That's a nasty cut you've got there. Cuts happen when you get slashed with a knife or other sharp object. When you have a cut, your maximum life goes down depending on its severity. Cuts heal naturally over time, but if you go into cure in the survival viewer and treat it, it'll heal instantaneously. To treat a cut, you need disinfectant, styptic, sutures, and a bandage. As long as you have all those things...
Yeah, shut the hell up.
The horse the boss was riding sounds like an Andalusian. Andalusians are from the region of Andalusia in Spain. They're renowned for their beauty, their gentle nature, and their physical prowess. Just so you know, you can't eat them.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but you were going to.
I was.
Yes. Don't even think about eating a horse. Got it?
Guess I'll have to mark it off the list.
What did you say?
I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, of course. Sigint?
You say Grannon's shoes were rigged with a transmitter? That sounds like something the KGB's been working on lately. It's exactly like you described. A miniature transmitter that's small enough to put in a shoe.
Grannon said he got the shoes from a woman called Tatiana. You think she's a KGB spy?
Could be. Or maybe it's some kind of ploy to throw suspicion on her. Anyway, it's your job to find out.
Good point.
Is my stamina full now? I wouldn't say it's full, but it's better than what it was. I'm starting to get a little bit tired, but that's okay. I'm coming towards the end of my shift. The arcade will be taken over soon enough. I'll get to have some rest.
Yo!
Eva said she set up a ground effect vehicle for us to make our escape.
So I heard. The ground effect vehicle, or WIG, is something like a cross between an airplane and a boat. It uses ground effect to fly. Ground effect basically means that when the craft skims the surface of the ground, the air between the ground and the wing is compressed, which gives the wing an extra boost. From what Western intelligence agencies have been able to gather, the Russians are pretty serious about developing these WIGs. Apparently they're planning on using them for anti-submarine patrols. I guess I can see why. The WIG's long cruising range and high-speed capabilities make it a good choice for that kind of mission. Eva must have gotten her hands on one of the first prototypes while it was being field tested as a transport craft. The WIG has a top speed of over 400 miles per hour, and its range is pretty good too. Not that speed is gonna help you if you've got a supersonic fighter jet on your tail, but if you hug the surface and stay off the radar, you should have no problems getting away.
He's still acting like he doesn't know? Well, he doesn't know. Snake doesn't find out that it's actually Eva until the torture sequence. He's clueless about Tatiana. Like, he doesn't even figure it out, really, you know? It's... Tatiana reveals it to him, more or less. And then he understands. That's just stupid. Well, Snake is characterized as a pretty stupid guy throughout the majority of the game, so I think it's fitting. You know, he's constantly being called out for being dense about like all sorts of things. He's like he's a big child. When it comes to Rykov and Ocelot and Tatiana and basically all these characters where there's something about their identity or something, he's completely clueless. He's like a caveman. He just wants to eat everything and obsess over guns and get sad about the boss.
Looks like you're in a building. If people are living there, there's bound to be people food.
People food?
Soviet military rations. It beats eating raw snakes and mushrooms all the time, doesn't it?
I'm getting to like raw snake and mushroom.
You really are turning into an animal. Treating serious wounds will require you to use additional...
Yeah. Let's save.
You want to save? Hold on a sec. Snake, have you ever seen North by Northwest?
Missed that one.
It's about this ordinary guy who runs an ad agency. He's mistaken for someone else and gets kidnapped and forced to do a certain job. As a result, he gets tangled up in a conspiracy, and pretty soon he's traveling to New York, Chicago, and even Mount Rushmore in pursuit of the real culprit. Hitchcock's films always keep you on the edge of your seat, but sometimes they can be funny when you least expect it. That's why I love them.
Have you seen all of his films?
All of them? Oh, not even close. He's been making movies since before I was born. I guess I might have seen some of them on TV. But the first movie I ever saw in the theater was a Hitchcock film. We all went and saw it as a family. It was Rebecca.
This was when you were a kid?
Yeah, my parents loved watching movies, so they took me along. I didn't quite understand the plot, but for some reason I thought it was really scary. Actually, I remember the candy bar they bought me on the way home better than the movie itself.
That's when you fell in love with movies?
You could say that. It was like an irresistible force at that point. I was completely swept away.
Wonder if that was taken from Kojima's own experiences or partially. Rebecca is a great movie. Love that film. Solza, I'm just seeing your donation now. That must have been during my eating session. Solza, thank you for the 20. Put this towards your food, dog. Enjoy. Thank you, Solza. I hope you're still there in chat. White Magician as well, or White Hat Magician. I don't remember thanking you for the 30 months. Thank you. Cheers. Vertigo is better, Dan's game. Who gives a shit? I'm not talking about which films are better or not. I also prefer Vertigo, but can I not still like Rebecca? This film can't be good because this other film is better than that film. Fuck off. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to do here? I think there might be a few more calls with Sigint. I haven't seen North by Northwest. North by Northwest is apparently like a parody of Bond as well, right? But not of the movies. It's a parody of the Bond books. Because North by Northwest was actually made, I think, before any of the Bond movies. But it's still parodying Bond, with the Bond books. I think, anyway. From what I've read. Sigint?
Looks like you're
Anything
using...
else?
You can take off your face paint by...
North by Northwest has the best drunk acting in any movie, yeah? It's that film that has the that MGS4 calls back to with Mount Snakemore as well, right? Doesn't North by Northwest end with a fist fight on top of Mount Rushmore? Or like some kind of battle on top of Mount Rushmore? A chase sequence or something? Is it a fight? I guess if it's just a chase sequence, then maybe it's not referencing that. But if it's like a fist fight... What a thing to reference. For such a climactic moment. A chase scene, really. Yeah, so you think maybe it's not actually calling back to that in 4? It's not even immediately obvious that that's where the fight takes place in MGS4, that it's on top of Mount Snakemore, because they don't show any shots of Mount Snakemore during that scene. But that's where it is. if you take note of where Mount Snakemore is when it first appears, you'll notice that that's it. It's the same spot where they fight. I guess even Kojima thought it would be too silly to highlight Mount Snakemore again. Here we have these guys with their flamethrowers. Cool way to foreshadow the fight with the Fury. I was scared shitless when I saw these guys the first time. Austin Powers? Is there a fight on top of Mount Snakemore in Austin Powers? Or Mount Rushmore? This is the game to reference Austin Powers. And they do. You know, the shadow puppet scene later on. Like, I think, anyway, that has to be a reference to Austin Powers, right? Unless Austin Powers is also referencing Bond with that shadow puppet scene. But I think it's I think that was their own thing. Yeah, I always wondered as well, was the Shagohod also referencing it?
You seen any enemies equipped with flamethrowers? Those flamethrowers are M2s. They were first used in World War II during the invasion of Guam. The M2 uses pressurized nitrogen gas to fire a fuel mixture of napalm and gasoline. It comes in handy for torching places that are tough to secure with conventional firepower, like trenches and bunkers and pillbox enclosures. Watch out though. Get hit by a flamethrower in a narrow spot like a closet or a trench, and it's barbecue time. Don't wander too close to an enemy carrying a flamethrower. If you need to take one out, try sniping from a distance so the flames can't reach you.
What are they doing with American-made flamethrowers anyway?
Well, like a lot of other Western weapons, those M2s were probably jacked for research purposes. But if they're actually using them, man, they must really have it in for you.
What do you mean?
The flamethrower is heavy, short-ranged, and can only be used for a short period of time. Not only that, but when a flame trooper gets captured, he's almost always put to death. Basically, it's a bad idea all the way around to use flamethrowers unless you're sweeping. And despite all that, they're keeping them at the ready just for you. What do you think of it?
They're out for revenge.
Well, you've offed an awful lot of Volgan's men out there. No wonder they hate you.
I wonder, does he say that if your kill count is low?
Looks like you're using Splitter face paint. Splitter is an indoor face paint.
Yeah.
Don't wander too close to an enemy carrying a flamethrower. If you need to take one out, try sniping from a distance so the flames can't reach you. Don't wander too close to an enemy carrying a flame. The water pattern was used a lot by the old German Defense Force. Even though it's called the water pattern, it wasn't designed specifically to blend in underwater. They only gave it that name because the pattern resembles the waves on the surface of a pool of water. But still, it really does look like it could be confused for liquid waves. It might conceal you underwater.
If your kill count is low, he brings up the fact that you killed 3 cobras. Really? I've done this call before, but I don't remember paying attention to that particular detail. That's cool. Yeah, let's just move on. Sometimes I'll fuck around with these flamethrower guys a bit, but let's just keep going. So for the Fury, there's some cool little details. This next scene can be slightly different depending on what you wear going into it or what you have equipped. If you have a torch equipped, Snake will use a torch in the scene. If you have thermal goggles or night vision goggles equipped, Snake will have those goggles equipped. Usually I go for the torch just because it's the most interesting of them, I think. If you have thermal goggles or night vision goggles equipped, you'll get prompts, R1 prompts during the scene to look through the goggles. Pretty cool. But I think we'll go for the torch. I forget what it prioritizes.
I am the Fury. The flames of my rage will incinerate you. I came back from space. As I returned, I had one vision. The world set ablaze. And do you know what I saw there? Fury. A great and terrible fury at being alive. Now you're going to feel the scorching heat of that horrible blackness.
Let's do it.
Damn it! Die! There you go.
Okay, do your thing. And the music really kicks in. Oh! Ooh, shit, that was crazy. You gonna stop? Ooh, he started flying. I'm probably gonna die. Yeah. Okay, I'll go for the SBD this time. Amphix, thank you for gifting a sub to Hexo.
Where are you hiding?
What are you doing? The way he sprints for a couple of seconds, then stops. Are there any good calls during the Fury fights? No, not really. Just basic tutorials. And that's generally how it is with all the Cobra unit members. MGS1 is the only game that really has interesting calls during boss fights. MGS2 has a few interesting ones. There are a couple of good ones for the Fortune fight. But no, for the most part, it's just tutorial stuff. Cool. 4 has a couple of decent ones. Like when you're fucking around with Laughing Octopus and the stuff with Otacon. Is this thing with the water less... Is it kind of fucked on the HD collection, or is it working here? Oh no, it's working, cool. I just remember the last time I used it, it wasn't so effective.
Equipped with a powerful flamethrower. Whatever you do, don't attack him from the front. Get behind him and attack him from there. You'll never get anywhere fumbling around in the dark. You need to be able to see first. Use the night vision goggles. You could also try using a torch or a cigar.
A cigar if you really haven't found too many things. Imagine getting to this part of the game, you don't have any night vision, thermals, still all you have is your trusty cigar.
The Fury's flamethrower is immensely powerful. Do not, under any circumstances, try to approach him from the front.
Those flames are incredibly intense. If you get blasted at close range, it's likely to result in a severe burn. If you get burned, go into the survival viewer right away and use Cure to treat it. If your body catches on fire, you can put it out by rolling around repeatedly. You can also go into the survival viewer and change out of the burning clothes. So if you catch on fire, take care of it immediately.
Patty McSpud with the Prime sub. Thank you as well.
If your body catches on fire, you can put it out by rolling around repeatedly. You can also go into the survival viewer and change out of the burning clothes. So if you catch on fire, take care of it immediately. If your body catches on fire, you can put it out by rolling around repeatedly. You can also go into the survival viewer and change out of the burning clothes.
Or
So if you
put on a cardboard box. The box is really the best way to do it. Well, changing uniform it depends. In some situations, changing uniform is faster than getting into a box. Eva? No response.
You can't fight if you can't.
Yeah.
That's not an ordinary flamethrower the Fury's using. Normally, flamethrowers use a mixture of napalm and gasoline for fuel. But from what I hear, that guy is using liquid rocket fuel. I'm guessing it's probably a mixture of UDHM, unsymmetrical dimethylhydrazine, and NTO, nitrogen tetroxide. I'm sure you've seen how potent that stuff is. The Fury's flamethrower is one hell of a weapon. Any frontal attack you make is just gonna get swatted down by the flames. You gotta circle around him and attack from behind or from the side. You broke through the Fury's flameproof suit? Now grenades and white phosphorus should work on it. You can also try blowing up a drum when he's standing next to it.
Actually, what else do you have, Sigint?
You broke through the Fury's flameproof suit? Now grenades and white phosphorus should work on it. You can also try blowing up a drum when he's standing next to it.
I'm not sure if I ever tried using white phosphorus grenades against
Fury's
him.
flamethrower is one hell of a weapon. Any frontal attack you make is just gonna get swatted down by the flames. You gotta circle around him and attack from behind or from the side. The Fury's...
Let me see, do I have any white phosphorus? Takes like 2 to kill him, just insane damage, yeah. I can't remember if I ever used one on him before. I'm sure I did, but it's been a long time. So yeah, I guess the next one will kill him. That wasn't the throw I was looking for.
Feel that heat. There.
And that time I was going for the short throw, but I did the long throw. Oh my god, calm down, please. He's still just going non-stop. Oh, stop moving.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Again. Oh, are you gonna stop? Is he... Yeah, sometimes he just does this forever.
Here he comes.
I really want him to stop so I can just try and get a well-placed grenade, you know? I'm waiting for the countdown, but he doesn't want to do it. And now I'm out of grenades. Fuck it, we'll just try and finish him normally. Ooh, shit. And now he stops. Oh! The bait. What the fuck?
Boss, this is the end of the Cobras. You've got to live on. You're the only one left. I'm off. To join the Sorrow. Behold, the flames of fury. The fires of hell will purge me clean. I can see it. Mission Control, do you read me? I'm coming home. I see the earth.
There we go. I love the Fury, man. Richard Doyle, such a great voice actor. He does so much with so little. I'm coming home. Richard Doyle, who of course voices Big Boss at the end of MGS4. Mobius in Legacy of Kain, right? I think Mobius. They reveal the Fury at the start of the game along with all the Cobra unit members. A lot of people miss him though. You know, when you get that scene on the Virtuous mission where they're all in the chopper and they all have their line of dialogue to introduce themselves. The Fury is there. He's there, sitting in the chopper. They just don't put any focus on him. You can see him in the background and he's just sitting there staring into space. And I think that's what they're going for. Like, he's just sitting there and he's just looking straight ahead with just like a 1,000-yard stare. And he doesn't have anything to say. Yeah, he doesn't have the helmet on. And he's just sitting there staring ahead. Let me get something to eat here. Yeah, it's very easy to miss. Let's eat some of this scaly shit.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, like, all the Cobra unit members are like that, really, though, Bombadil. Like, some of the other members get a couple of extra scenes, but not much. They have their introduction. You see the fear, like, once before you fight him. I don't know. I think it serves the character. I kind of like that he's not seen as much as the others. I feel like it makes him a bit more enigmatic. He's kind of makes him feel like he's more on his own, like he's isolated from the rest of the group to some degree. But yeah, I can see your points. Like, you know, you see that you get that scene with the end in the warehouse and the fear shows up there. The pain and his hornets show up. Well, his hornets show up before the boss fight with him.
The memes.
We have arrived. Grozny Grad. Which is a bit laggy on this version.
You've been equipped with a dick in this mission.
We get a bit of
Be careful.
slowdown here. Lagny Grad. Okay, when his head turns the other way, we go.
Good. You've finally made it inside Groznygrad.
Finally.
Stay alert. This is the enemy's main base. The security here is on a scale you haven't encountered yet.
No kidding.
Your objective is the weapons lab. It's the giant building in the center of the fortress. Sokolov is is in the west wing of that building. To get into the area where Sokolov is imprisoned, you'll need to find Major Rykov, steal his clothes, and disguise yourself as him. Rykov is supposed to be in the east wing of the weapons lab. Start out by sneaking into the east wing of the weapons lab, then neutralize Rykov and take his clothes. The weapons lab is to the northeast of the area you're in now. Head northeast.
Why don't you do it?
Breezy with the 25. Thank you. Always happy supporting the channel. Love the stream and the community. Breezy, thank you. Cheers. Why don't I give Breezy $25? Well, he's giving me $25. What am I giving him $25 for?
To get into the area where Sokolov is imprisoned, you'll need to find Major Rykov, steal his clothes, and disguise yourself as him.
As thanks?
Rykov is supposed to be in the east wing of the weapons lab. Start out by sneaking into the east wing of the weapons lab, then neutralize Rykov and take his clothes. The weapons lab is to the northeast of the area you're in now. Head northeast. What a strange coincidence,
Who the fuck is this guy? Coincidence?
Well, Rykov's full name is Ivan Rydenovich Rykov.
And?
Ivan is the Russian equivalent of John, and a common nickname for John is Jack. You know, in Russian folklore, the youngest son in a family often receives the shabbiest treatment, but is actually cleverer than his brothers, and has the happiest ending of all. That son is usually named Ivan.
I don't have any brothers.
Really? I could have sworn you had several.
What?
Interesting.
Equip food as a weapon, and press the weapon button to throw the food. If you throw a live animal near an enemy, you may be able to distract him. If an enemy is really hungry, he may pounce at the prospect of food. You have minimal gear on this mission, and you have to make the most use out of anything you can procure on the ground. You can get inside...
Yeah, there are no trees here. Eva.
Eva,
Snake,
you're all right.
were you worried about me?
Yeah, I can't continue my mission without your help.
I'm touched by your honesty. Don't concern yourself with me. I'm doing just fine. But
What?
thanks anyway.
Sure.
Okay, back to the mission. The security in the West Wing where Sokolov is being held is extremely tight. The only ones who are cleared to enter the West Wing are those with Colonel-class authorization. One of those people is Major Rykov. To get into the West Wing, you could disguise yourself as Rykov. First, you'll have to take Rykov out and steal his uniform. He's in the East Wing of the weapons lab in the center of Groznygrad. The East Wing is northeast of your current location. Head northeast.
All right, but why?
Huh?
Why do I have to steal
Who the
Rykov's
fuck is
clothes
this
from
guy?
him? What about that scientist outfit?
That's not going to work this time around. Rykov's uniform is a special type that only he wears. You'll have to get it directly from him. Normally, I'm pretty good at getting men to take off their clothes, but it won't work on him.
Huh?
You, on the other hand, might have a better chance with him.
What's that supposed to mean?
What indeed? Anyway, the only way to get Rykov's uniform is to take him out and steal it yourself. He's somewhere in the East Wing.
Eva, about this Major Rykov.
Yes?
You said he had Colonel-class authorization, right?
Right.
But his rank is Major, so how can he have Colonel-class authorization?
Rykov is treated as an officer of equal rank with Colonel Volgin.
Treated as the same rank?
Yeah.
Even though he's a Major?
Right.
Why?
You don't know?
No.
Even after seeing that photo?
Nope.
Has anyone ever told you you're a bit slow?
What are you talking about?
I'll leave you to think about it.
Wait a minute.
Gotta go.
Anything else,
The
Eva?
security in the West Wing where Sokolov is being held is extremely tight.
Yeah.
The security in the West...
Eva, About the escape plan,
Yeah, we're getting out on a Wig.
the ground effect vehicle.
Right. Here they call it an Akranoplan.
The Soviet Union has already finished testing one of those?
No, this is just the prototype given to GRU. It was designed to search out and destroy American submarines. That's why it has a long range and a decent speed of 470 miles per hour. It's far beyond the BE-1 developed 3 years ago. The problem for us is that the one here doesn't have any weapons on board. If we're tailed, our only choice is to try and shake them.
I'll leave that to you.
Sorry if I won't have the time to play stewardess for you.
AC Replakia, thank you for the 2 years. Cheers. All right, so time for the Rykov sequence. Rykov, of course, being a character completely born from the MGS2 backlash. That is the whole reason, whole purpose of Rykov's character. For those of you that weren't around back in the day, when MGS2 was released, initially the game received a huge backlash because of the Raiden twist. We never knew that Raiden was going to be the main character for the game. Everyone thought it was going to be Snake. The game pulls this huge twist after the tanker chapter, and people weren't happy. Generally, people in the West, in the US, which is interesting. I always wonder, like, how people saw this in Japan, because apparently there wasn't really a backlash in Japan. You know, not to the extent. Anyway, not nearly to the extent. Maybe there were. I'm sure there were some people who were disappointed, but you know, it was a big thing in the U.S. especially. And yeah, Rykov is completely born from that. Even right down to the fact that he's gay as well, I think, because that was, you know, back in the early 2000s, that was a criticism of Raiden, you know, this fucking pussy. This guy's gay, man. I want to play as the cool Snake, not this guy. And yeah, and that's why Rykov is the way he is in this. Let me equip my Mark 22 here. My SIG spray. There was a backlash in Japan. It just wasn't as bad as in the US. Like, was it really that significant? I thought I remembered reading about this before, and that that it really wasn't that big of a deal in Japan. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure any huge twist like that, you know, you're gonna have people who aren't happy about it. So I'm sure there were people who disliked it, as there would be anywhere, you know, with something that's trying to be controversial so deliberately, you know, a big bait and switch with misleading advertising, you know. Obviously you're going to get people that aren't happy about it, but I just didn't think it was really that big of a deal anywhere else. But yeah, we'll be getting some interesting calls later. Once we grab Rykov, we'll get to hear Zero's opinion and how he just finds him unbelievably annoying. Yeah, because people just didn't like whiny Raiden. This annoying kid. Ooh, do I want to get a caution here, actually? Wait, no. Let me kill myself. Let's do this again.
Delicious.
Characters don't always have to be likable to be interesting, though. Annoying when people get too invested in that. Yeah, I feel like in games, generally, people feel like your main protagonist has to be, like, cool. I guess because they're your avatar, and a lot of games have, like, a degree of power fantasy to them. So you want to be cool. You want to be badass when it comes to action games, especially. So having someone who's very... having someone who's really flawed or weak, in a way, isn't always the most common thing to see or the most popular thing to see. Here he is.
Hey!
I mean, Solid Snake is a mess too, but Snake is way more of a badass. You know, in MGS1, MGS1 is way more of a power fantasy than what 2 is. You know, you're playing as the guy who's schooling everyone. You come across this rookie, Meryl, this VR trained rookie, and you're showing her how it's done, and you know, you're the character who's saying, "What are you waiting for? Shoot." In MGS2, you're the Meryl. You're the guy who's untrained, who's been ordered around. You're not spontaneously flirting with every woman in the game. You know? You're being bossed around by your girlfriend and being lectured about all these realistic relationship problems. It's, you know, it's very different. MGS2, it constantly undermines your victories as well against bosses. You know, the first boss you fight as Raiden, you can't even touch her, you can't do anything to her. When you fight Fat Man, he's just laughing in your face after you beat him. Like, there are all these minor little details that, you know, they really don't they rarely allow you any kind of victory in MGS2 as a player. Like any real sense of badass catharsis. And then at the end of the game, you know, the only way to win at the end is to turn your console off. When the Patriots are laughing in your face, saying that you have to do what we say because you're a good little boy, and if you don't do what we say, you know, your kid is gonna die, this other person is gonna die. Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told. Oh, really? You know, Solid Snake certainly has his flaws, but it's very different.
Hey!
What is this? You're nuts!
What are you doing?
Is he gonna trigger an alert here? No.
Get back to work. You. Who are you?
Who saw this? What a load of shit. Bring back MGS2's alert system. Just kill me. Just kill me. So next, we're going to do the same thing, except with one significant difference. Yeah, extreme in this is generally a lot more forgiving than in 2. When it comes to damage, boss fights, the amount of hits you can take. And then, of course, you have the camo system. And all of the other effects and things that you can get, like the sneaking suit camo, which will cut your damage in half. Not that the game is like incredibly easy or anything on extreme, you know, it's still you can still get your ass handed to you, but yeah, definitely not as tough as 2. I think 4 is easier than 3. Like, if we're just talking in terms of beating the game on its highest difficulty, 4 is way easier than 3. 4 gives you so many healing items. 4, on its max difficulty, 4 gives you 9 healing items. Max. 3 rations, 3 noodles, 3 regain. What am I doing here? Let's put on the Rykov mask. So now we'll do the same thing and let's see how he reacts.
Hey.
So that's the same. It's kind of weird, the trigger for the other interaction he has.
Hey.
Like, if I just keep walking up to him, he's just going to keep grabbing my balls. But if I bump into him, like that,
Hey.
now it'll change.
How beautiful.
And this is his reaction now when I'm wearing the mask. And then if you keep waiting...
You. Who are you?
Hey, DRK. In MGS4, they actually do damage, though. 3 is way easier, in my opinion, but whatever. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's always going to be subjective to some degree. But I feel like in the bosses in 4 have to be more lenient with the amount of heals you can bring into them. You know? And he even has a special kick combo, punch kick combo. He can cartwheel into you as well, but it's hard to trigger. Yeah, maybe you're right there, DRK. It's I would say it's around the same, maybe a little bit more from 4. But yeah, I guess you do take more damage in 4 generally. I wish I had stealth. We're not playing on NG+, so I can't show the stealth Easter egg. Let's see. I think just from my own experience, I think 3's bosses took me... It took more to learn those bosses for me than in 4. When I was first going through the highest difficulties. What the hell am I doing, man? Put the scientist outfit back on, Snake. And eat some glow caps. Huh.
This is HQ. What's going on?
There are signs of enemy infiltration. Commence alert formation.
What games have I been playing? MGS1, MGS2, MGS3. But aside from MGS, what have I been playing recently? I've been trying to get back into Tekken. Been playing some Tekken 7. I finally got to yellow ranks online for the first time. But we'll see how long it lasts. I play Kazuya in Tekken. Ever since I was a kid, I played Kazuya. Although when I was younger, I never really tried to learn how to play the game properly. You know, I just played very, very, very casually. Learned how to do like the 10-hit combos and shit. Which aren't really of much use when you're playing the game properly. They can be fun to throw out every now and then. But yeah, I'm gonna try and play it. Like, try and play a few hours of it at least every week and just see if I can gradually get better at the game. It's fun just getting better, but it can be very demoralizing as well all the same, just because there's just so much to learn, you know? And in Tekken 7, it's so bloated and there are so many characters. I'm kind of just hoping Tekken 8 will come out soon. It'll have a small roster, like 20 characters. No crazy DLC characters, and, you know, just tone it down a bit.
Who's that?
Fighting games, if you're not born and raised playing them, there's no point? No point? Why? I don't want to become Evo champion or anything, you know? I just enjoy playing the game. And I like, you know, playing it and improving and getting a bit better, you know? I don't want to become I don't have goals of becoming a god or anything. And I don't know about that. Do you really need to have been playing since you were a kid to become, like, really good at the game? I'm sure lots of people are. Well, I know lots of people are. You know, a lot of the top pros have been playing since God knows when, but I'm sure some of the top tier players now only started playing like back in Tekken 5 or Tekken 6 or whatever. But that's okay. I don't want to be one of those guys anyway. Where are you going, kid? Wow, he took... What the fuck? Kill me, kill me, kill me. Raiden is knocked out over there. What's the purpose of fighting games? You pick a character. That character has like its own strengths and weaknesses. They have their own move set. The game has like a rule set of blocking and attacking and punishing. You generally play against another person, and they have their own player. They have their own character, and you fight against that person, and whoever depletes the other's health bar first wins. And that is generally the purpose, or the point. That's generally what happens. Let me equip this scientist outfit. Fighting games expose people's inability to self-reflect. That's why people hate them so much. Yeah, one of the big things you have to learn with fighting games is you need to learn how to swallow your pride. And that you need to get your ass kicked to learn how to play the game. You need to play against people who are better than you. And you need to get your ass kicked and then reflect on why you're getting your ass kicked. Hey, this guy's kicking my ass. What is he doing that's causing my ass to get kicked like this? Well, I'm making these mistakes repeatedly, again and again and again and again. How do I stop making these mistakes? What skills do I need to learn? It's hard to always stay in that state of mind as well if you're playing online, you know, and you're caring about your rank. You're not always going to want to stand there and get your ass kicked by someone forever. But it's generally what you have to do if you want to improve. What I like to do is go into unranked. You know, if I gain a few levels, then I'll go to unranked and just practice there for a while against people who are better than me. You don't have to worry about your rank then. You can just sit there in unranked getting your ass kicked. I'm probably going to get caught again here because I'm being slow. Oh, give me a break. Is he right outside? Hey, I found him like this. What's going on here? Did you do this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, what is this? What's going on here? Oh, shit. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, shit. Hey, man. Aren't you gonna wake your superior officer up here? Anyone else want to join in? Anyone else want to join the party? Bam, badam.
Canceling the alert. Return to your position.
Speak. Water. The Colonel is weak against water. Speak. The Colonel. He has trouble with bright mushrooms. Speak. Speak.
April 30th.
Speak. Speak.
Today is the day I met you.
Speak.
No, never heard the name before.
Speak. Answer me. Water. The Colonel is weak against water.
All right. There are some other Easter eggs we can do with Rykov. There's one really cool one if you have stealth camo and you're playing on NG+. If you give Rykov some rotten food, he will go to the bathroom to throw up. But if you're wearing stealth camo, which makes you invisible, and you follow him to the bathroom and stay in the bathroom with him, he'll say something like, I feel like someone's watching me. Something creeping me out here. Something like that. I forget exactly what the dialogue is. I showed it during my last playthrough. It's an Easter egg I only found out about a few months ago as well. But yeah, really cool. I'm not sure if there are any other Easter eggs in the game that utilize stealth camo like that. Or, you know, Easter eggs, optional calls that revolve around stealth camo. I can't think of any other ones. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's put on the disguise. If you're wearing the scientist outfit, he will invite you in after a few knocks. Oh my god, I didn't know that. What? It never ends with these games. Really? Wait, hold on. Can you do this without doing the stealth camo Easter egg? Maybe I've seen this. Although I'm not sure. We can't go back and do the previous section anymore anyway. DRK did it recently on his Rykov stream. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen that before. Watch a video of it. Fuck you. Sorry, I shouldn't have reacted like that. I apologize. But you know, still, you know, fuck you a little bit. But you know, not that aggressive. But you know, fuck you. I'm getting tired. There's also that new one that you discovered, I think, Bad Humans. The one with Eva. I saw you post something on Twitter. Or maybe, no, I think it was Zero. Another one of Zero's reactions. I think it's if you get into a caution mode or if you get into the situation where he hides in the bathroom and you call Zero, there's another one with him there.
Ah, your Rykov disguise has turned out nicely.
Yeah, not even his own mother could tell the difference.
Indeed, you're starting to irritate me already.
Why? This look should make me more popular.
I wouldn't bet on it, but whatever. Now that you're indistinguishable from the real Rykov, you'll be able to get into the West Wing, to which only Volgin and Rykov have access. Head for the West Wing of the Weapons Lab. That's where Sokolov is being held. Enter the main wing from the second floor of the East Wing. Pass west through the main wing, and you'll come to a connecting passageway. The West Wing is at the other end of that passageway. Infiltrate the West Wing and rescue Sokolov.
So yeah, again, Zero here playing the role of your typical MGS2 hater at the time. What he says there, but this look should make me more popular. I think that relates to what the developers were hoping for with Raiden, to some degree. It's interesting, you know, they said that Raiden was partially inspired by a survey they conducted, and all of the female gamers that wrote on the survey said that they would prefer a character more like Raiden because they didn't want to play as an old man like Snake or something like that. I forget what the quote was, but you know, they didn't want to play as these gruff old men, you know, and this inspired the more the boyish, youthful looks of Raiden. And then now this is reminding me of the Snake versus Monkey mini game, where Snake has that line, you know, we're going to send you in on a new mission, Snake, and he says something like, I better not have to go in and save some old man again, or something like that, you know? Go in and save President Baker and all these other presidents and these old-ass politicians. It just made me think of those female gamers in Japan again. They probably didn't like rescuing old men either. But yeah, kind of interesting if they were really expecting Raiden to be like really popular, when the game does seem to be very deliberate with how it portrays Raiden as being the opposite of Snake in so many ways. Getting clowned on all the time, portrayed as the weak, simple-minded, stubborn fool. You know? Not flirting casually with every woman he meets, dealing with real-life relationship problems, getting bossed around by his girlfriend. You know, did they really think people would think this guy was like the coolest thing in the world. Probably not, but I guess they were hoping that certain demographics might like him more and that he wouldn't annoy the other core fans as much as he did. Again, I think that the casting of Quinton Flynn might have played a big role as well, because in the Japanese version, you know, Raiden sounds very different. He doesn't come across as whiny. You know, he's still the same character, but he's not like, you know, Quinton Flynn turns the character up to 11 and so on edge. And in Japanese, in the Japanese version, I think he does sound cooler, you know, while still having the same character. He doesn't sound as whiny or as doesn't sound like the Raiden we know. Then they turned him into a cyborg ninja. Yeah. And again, that's another thing that was inspired by the Backlash. You know, Raiden is a character who's completely shaped by the fans. Even before his appearance in MGS2, I think, to a degree. Like, I think the reaction to MGS1 also shaped MGS2 to a significant degree. Snake, MGS1 being this massive hit, Snake being this icon and mascot of the PS1 era. I think Kojima was worried about, or he thought maybe he made MGS1 and Snake a bit too cool, you know, that people were losing themselves in the power fantasy of Snake, and I think he wanted to tear that down a bit, and that's why Raiden is like the opposite of the power fantasy. You rise up the elevator in MGS2 and birds start shitting on your face. You rise up the elevator in MGS1 and you're the badass flirting with the ladies. Nerd. All right, sir. Good work.
What's wrong?
Full confession here. I got into MGS because of Snake's appearance in Brawl. Hey, man. No need to confess. Who cares how you got into the series? I never played Brawl. I have seen the MGS content from the game, though.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Does Rising have anything to do with the story? Well, it takes place... It's the final game in the timeline. It takes place after MGS4, so... And I think that's why it takes place after MGS4, because people can just ignore it if they want to. It doesn't have to have much bearing. You know, originally it was going to take place in between 2 and 4. But that was when it was going to be a Kojima Productions game and not a Platinum Games game. But once it went from Metal Gear Solid Rising to Metal Gear Rising, they changed it from taking, then it no longer took place in between 2 and 4. They had it take place after. And I think that was probably why. So, it was easier to ignore as a part of the canon if you wanted to.
Sir.
Kojima Productions members still they were still involved with Platinum's version of it, though. Like, the game was written by Etsu Tamari, and he was a co-writer for Kojima. Alright, I think we can move on here. Actually, let me call some more people. Getting distracted.
Okay, you're disguised as Rykov. You ought to be able to pass for the real deal in that outfit. You can go anywhere you want and nobody's going to ask questions. But don't forget that you can't equip most of your weapons when you're in disguise. The woodland paint is most effective in...
Snake Eye. Huh? Hello there?
Paramedic, it's me.
Snake? Oh, it's you. For a minute there, I thought you were someone else.
Why are you so nervous? You've seen this mask before, right?
Yeah, but it looks so cool.
Huh?
Cool. You know, kind of like a Venusian.
A Venusian?
I mean, not the crab kind, the other kind.
Paramedic, do you really think a guy you've never seen before would suddenly call you on this frequency?
I know it sounds ridiculous, but still. What if it was a being from another planet? You can't rule out that possibility.
She's referencing the creature from the movie It Came from Outer Space. The Venusian, which can imitate other people. This alien creature that can take the form of humans. I think It Came from Outer Space anyway. That's supposed to be referenced in MGS2 as well. With Emma, the Venus in Cancer thing. That's supposed to tie into a reference to the Venusian and imply that Emma is also like a bit of a movie fan. The Venus in Cancer thing always confuses me in MGS2. There's like references within references related to it. And just getting all the mistranslations that relate to it and stuff. It's too much. Let's save.
You want to save? Hold on a sec.
It's from It Conquered the World, not It Came from Outer Space. Okay. No, not The Thing. It does sound similar to The Thing, though, right?
Snake, have you ever heard of the Blob?
No, I haven't.
A meteorite falls in a small town, and inside there's this kind of living ooze. The ooze starts swallowing people and grows to an enormous size. After it eats a bunch of the townspeople, it starts to fill up a movie theater. Then these young people try to save the town from its gruesome fate. It's pretty frightening to see something that's not even supposed to be alive suddenly start moving around and eating people.
Not something you see every day.
Yeah, DRK, you correct. The god of MGS. Take your tongue out of DRK's ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit. Nice MGS2 poster here. Lovely. Okay, back in you go, Rykov. Okay, how about we continue here? After we salute this poster. That red bar on the locker is interesting. It's like red tape or something. Banned. No one allowed. Authorized personnel only. Almost reminds me of the red bars you see over the Patriots' eyes or something in MGS2.
Sir.
Here it is.
You can count on me. What about the Philosopher's Legacy?
I don't know anything about that. What are you? Are you trying to kill me?
What's the matter?
I know nothing, I swear it. No one but the Colonel knows of the legacy.
I see.
No, don't. Oh. Who's there? You're the man from the CIA. What are you doing here?
I told you before, didn't I? I'm going to get you out of here.
A man of honor, just like your commander. But I'm afraid you're too late.
Too late? Don't tell me. The Shagohods.
Exactly. The final preparations for Phase 2 are complete.
Sokolov, what exactly is Phase 2?
To put it in technical terms, it's a composite range extension system for medium-range ballistic missiles. The Shagohod was originally designed as a tank that could launch nuclear missiles from any type of terrain. There was just one problem we couldn't figure out how to solve. The ICBMs we have today are simply too big for the Shagohod to carry. But the military would not hear of it. They demanded a weapon that could launch a nuclear missile directly into the American homeland. That is when I came up with the idea for Phase 2.
But there's no way you could load an ICBM onto the Shagohod. So how'd you do it?
By accelerating the Shagohod itself.
Accelerating it?
In Phase 2, a rocket booster unit is attached to the frame of the Shagohod. The unit incorporates the same technology used in the Vostok rocket that sent Major Gagarin into space. Using this booster, the Shagohod can achieve a land speed of over 300 miles per hour.
That monster can go more than 300 miles per hour?
Yes. And from this state of accelerated motion, it launches a nuclear missile.
So, the Shagohod acts like the first stage of a rocket.
Yes, precisely. The range of the missile launched by the Shagohod thus increases from 2,500 miles to 6,000 miles.
6,000 miles? That's enough to strike anywhere in the United States.
Not only that, with the Shagohod, there's no need to construct giant silos like the ones used to house ICBMs. All you need is a runway about 3 miles in length, or its equivalent. And you can launch a thermonuclear strike against any location in the United States from anywhere in the Soviet Union. It cannot be detected by spy planes or satellites. It's a mobile fortress, capable of deploying in secret and launching its payload at any time.
A weapon from hell.
A completed prototype now sits in the hangar. At present, it is the only one of its kind. But Volgin is planning to mass produce them based on that prototype.
And deploy them all over the Soviet Union.
Yes, and that's not the end of it. He's going to ship them to Eastern Europe, to Asia, to all the countries of the Eastern Bloc. Even worse, he intends to use the Shagohod as bait to foment armed uprisings among dictators, ethnic insurgents, and revolutionary groups throughout the Third World. His funds are nearly limitless. He could start mass production tomorrow if he wanted. The reason that tensions between East and West have settled into a Cold War is because each side fears the other's power. Deterrence. The idea of using threats to keep one's enemy in check is the perfect word to sum up this state of affairs. But the Shagohod goes far beyond the level of threat. It will render the concept of deterrence utterly meaningless. If such a weapon is unleashed on the world, it will not be long before all nations are engulfed in conflict. The Cold War will end, and the entire planet will be consumed by the fires of war. Volgin and the Shagohod will be at the center of it all. So you see, it's already too late.
No, it's not too late.
What do you mean?
We've still got a chance. All we have to do is destroy the prototype and the whole facility before they can mass produce it.
But
just tell me what I need to do to destroy this place.
All right. The liquid fuel used in the rocket engine is stored in a tank. If you can blow it up somehow... Some C3 ought to be enough to blow the entire hangar to smithereens.
C3? You mean that cutting-edge plastic explosive?
It could be molded into any shape. The bomb of the future.
Where can I get it?
There was some in the armory here, but it's gone now. It was stolen by a female spy who was here a minute ago.
Eva?
No, that's not her name. Her name is Tatiana. She made her way in here by becoming Volgin's lover.
I thought she was your lover.
Mine? Oh no, she is Volgin's lover. This is my lover.
Who are they?
My wife and daughter. They're in America.
Now I remember. Your family is in the custody of the CIA. How long has Tatiana been here?
Only a few weeks.
A few days before the Virtuous mission, then.
She said that Khrushchev sent her.
What did you just give her?
All of the experimental data for the Shagohod. Please, it is essential that you destroy the Shagohod.
I will, but first I've got to get you to safety.
No. I'm not going.
My mission is to rescue you.
Leave me.
Sokolov!
Khrushchev has abandoned me. I cannot return to my country. I would most certainly be sent to the gulags.
What about the US?
Yes, I once thought of that. My family's waiting for me there. But even if I fled to the United States, I would once again find myself creating weapons of mass murder. In the end, it doesn't matter where I go. I am still a weapons scientist. To be honest with you, I'm tired. Every day, I help create things that should never be used. Things that should never have existed in the first place. Every day, without sleep. Without a word of praise from others. And my creations do not even benefit mankind. They are merely the tools of politicians. All I wanted to do was build space rockets. But it was not to be. The space race between America and Russia became the prey of politicians. The space race and the arms race are one and the same. Missiles, rockets, what's the difference? Scientists are always being used. Please, watch over my family. Major, what are you doing here? I've been waiting for you in my room. Who are you? Don't play dumb with me. If you think you can fool me, you're sorely mistaken. I know the Major better than anyone else. I come here looking for Tatiana, and what should I find? But a greasy freebooter.
This fairy disguise. It's gonna rub off on you. And then you'll lose sight of who you really are. Stay out of this!
I see why they call you the boss. What was that? Some kind of judo?
No, it's called CQC, a basic form of close quarters combat. He and I developed it together.
Splendid. I'll take it from here.
Are you going to kill him?
Of course. But first, I will make him pay for hurting Ivan. Tell me!
Stop it!
Who have you been talking to?
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
You'd better start talking.
Please, stop this!
Who is Khrushchev's lapdog?
How can you do this to him?
I know you gave the data to someone.
Never do
You! I guess he's dead. Now then, I hope you'll prove more entertaining than he was. But first, let's take a look at your body, shall we? You've certainly seen your share of battles. Consider yourself lucky. But of course, about to show you what hell is really like. Well then, let's get started. What is your target? Is it the Shagohod? Or Sokolov? Or maybe it's the Legacy? Answer me! Who is helping you? Who let you in here? You're a tough one, but even you must have your limits. And I am a patient man. Here's where the fun really begins. My body carries an electric charge of 10 million volts. Let's see how you like this. Now answer me. How much does the CIA know? They're after my legacy, aren't they? Your real target is the Philosopher's Legacy, isn't it? Yes, yes. Let yourself go. But of course. That's what I want to see.
It's no use. He's not going to talk. He's been trained not to break. Trained by me.
Admit it! We're after the location of the Legacy! The secret fund established by the three great powers during the 2 world wars. That's what you're looking for, isn't it? $100 billion, divided up and hidden all over the world. And you're looking for a record of where all that money is hidden, right? But of course. No matter. Philosopher's Legacy is safely in my possession, in the underground vault of Groznygrad. You'll never lay a finger on it. What's this? A transmitter? Who's responsible for this?
I am. I planted it on him to keep track of his movements.
Why?
So the Cobras could ambush him.
If they knew where he was gonna be, they wouldn't have gotten themselves slaughtered. It pains me to do this, boss, but under the circumstances, I'm afraid I must ask you to show me some proof that you and he were not in collusion.
You don't trust me, is that it?
Not that, but he is your apprentice.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see.
Why don't you do it?
Cut out his eyes. I don't like those blue eyes of his. There's nothing more important to a soldier than his eyes. You made him a soldier, and now you will unmake him. Yes, it'll make for a touching display. He's all yours. Do it! Ruin him, just as he did the Cobras.
No. Whatever.
Stop!
What is it, Tanya?
He's suffered enough.
Well, well. Why are you protecting him? That smell. Tatiana, you're the spy.
What are you talking about?
I know that smell.
Stop it!
Taking a fancy to her, eh, Ocelot?
No shit. No, I have no interest in this woman. I want to test her. I'll let this be the judge.
Do as you like.
Here we go.
There, satisfied now?
Well, that was refreshing. Come, we're going to my room.
Why don't you do it? So you survived the Colonel's torture, eh? Watching this has made me realize something. It's really not that bad. It's the ultimate form of expression. You got lucky this time, Tatiana.
You're a real egotistical woman.
Run!
I've prepared an escape route for us. Go out and head west. Pass underneath the connecting passageway and go north. You'll find an open manhole there.
You're...
Quiet! Go through the manhole down into the sewers. The door at the north end of the sewers is unlocked. You can use it to get outside the fortress. I've got your equipment. We'll meet up later.
Eva...
But I can't get too close to your cell. You'll have to figure a way out of there yourself.
Wait a second.
I'll be in touch.
Wait, what? They're the same person? Hold up. When the boss says run there, I didn't show it during that that scene, but when you're holding R1 and looking in first person at the boss when she says run, if you look down at her lips are doing a lot of moving. But in English, there's nothing. No words are coming out of her mouth while her lips are moving. And then afterwards you hear run. It kind of comes across as if she says more than run in Japanese. But I don't know. Does anyone know? Is anyone familiar with the Japanese of that scene? Because, yeah, there are a lot of mouth movements there, but not much dialogue, only run. Guys, we're going to switch streamers. I'm 80% sure it's the same. Really? Maybe there aren't as many mouth movements as I thought. Like, a lot of the times, I won't even show it because I think it's kind of immersion breaking. Like, I'll just focus on her eyes so you don't even see her mouth. But if you do look down to her mouth, yeah, you see a lot of movement and no sound before she says run. But yeah, Dr. K is going to take over, thankfully, because I'm very tired. And at just the right time as well, because he'll be able to show the nightmare sequence on the actual hardware. I won't have to go and look up a video of it. Because unfortunately, I don't have a PS2 right now or a backwards compatible PS3. But yeah, that's okay. DRK will be able to boot up his PS2 version on his fancy backwards PS3.
Ready to save, Snake?
But yeah, thanks for being here, guys. I hope you enjoyed my MGS3 session. Of course, I will be back later to do some MGS4. I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to chill out for an hour or so. Man, these marathons, you don't have time to do anything other than eat, sleep, and play MGS. And the rare little break that you get to take before going to bed.
Snake? Snake?
My mouth hurts when I talk.
Did you get cut up?
It feels like someone shoved me under a lawnmower. Do me a favor. Tell me a story to take my mind off the pain.
Snake, have you ever heard of Renfield?
Is that a movie?
It's the name of a character. He's locked up in a cell waiting for the master to return, eating the spiders that crawl along the walls.
Change the channel.
He waits and waits for ages. Finally, just as he's beginning to forget whether he's human or not, the master comes for him, saying the time has come. Renfield is overjoyed.
Wait, isn't this...
The master spreads his huge wings and a gust of wind fills the cell.
Come on, I don't want to hear this.
And there, standing before Renfield in human form was...
Dracula.
Exactly! If you stay there too long, your old buddy Dracula's going to come and get you too. So you better start thinking of a way out of there. You better not leave me without someone to talk to. Please, Snake, think. There's got to be a way out of there.
I'll try.
Okay. Just let me know if you start having nightmares about Dracula.
All right, guys. Just give me a minute while I transfer my save over to DRK. I'm just gonna play some tunes. Hey, I may as well play some tunes from the game. Although, wait, no, I have to cancel out of the game to fucking upload the save. Yeah, I'm gonna play some tunes. And yeah, just bear with me. It'll only take a couple of minutes, and then we'll switch over, and DRK will continue the rest of the run. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're ready to switch. The stream is going to go down for a few seconds, but DRK will be right back up. Let me just check my dashboard one more time, actually, just to make sure I'm not behind on thanking anyone here. Envy, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Draconian Firing Squad, thank you for the 39. John Ford, thank you for the 16. Sorry I called you an asshole earlier, but you know, maybe you deserved it. Obi, thank you for the 96 months. Akram, Kale, Zanjiria, Timbuk. I'm pretty sure I thanked you guys, but yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll be back later with some MGS4. Until then, enjoy DRK's session. Don't go anywhere. The stream will be back in a few seconds. See you later. Peace, everyone.